This is a CBS News Detroit update.
Good morning, I'm Sandra Ali. Here's a look at your top headlines on this Wednesday. Today, President Biden and other officials are in New York to mark 23 years since the September 11 terror attack on the World Trade Center. Families of the victims will gather there at the site to remember the close to 3,000 people killed in Lower Manhattan, at the Pentagon, and aboard Flight 93 in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. Several local events are also taking place all across Metro Detroit. Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Trump wrapped up their first highly anticipated debate last night. There's currently a thin line separating the two in recent CBS News battleground state polls. For about 90 minutes, they went head-to-head on some of the nation's top issues as they continue to try and win over those remaining undecided voters who could determine the outcome of the 2024 race. Both parties are taking a break from the campaign trail. They're doing that in honor of 9/11. They're going to pick back up tomorrow, Harris visiting North Carolina and Trump visiting Arizona. Democratic vice presidential nominee Tim Walz will be in Michigan tomorrow. He'll be speaking in Grand Rapids. That's before heading to Lansing on Friday. In Oakland County, police are investigating multiple threats against South Lyon East High School. 3 high school students are accused of making threats of violence on social media. According to the district, one student reported the initial threat to administrators on Monday night. Police were notified right away. They made contact with the student who allegedly posted it. During their investigation, police say 2 other students posted similar comments. Those students are no longer allowed on school property.
He's about to go.
That right there was the terrifying moment when a race car driver lost control and crashed into the guardrail. This happened at an Auburn Hills test track. 2 children were seriously hurt. That crash happened last July. The families of the injured 8-year-old and 10-year-old, they're now filing multiple lawsuits against the owner of the track as well as the driver. Parties say that they can't comment on any pending litigation. Let's go ahead and check in with the next weather meteorologist, Troy Bridges, for a look at that Wednesday forecast. Troy, good morning.
Good morning, Sandra. Today, like yesterday, we're going to be dealing with fog. In fact, we have a dense fog advisory for our northern counties. That goes through 9 o'clock this morning for Lapeer, Macomb, St. Clair, and Sanilac counties. That means we're going to see low visibilities likely through 9, possibly as late as 10 o'clock this morning. But after that, much like yesterday, we'll see tons of sunshine, a beautiful day, and warm, going above our average. The average is normally the upper 70s. We're going to the 80s today once again. 83 for the afternoon high. Later today at around 3 o'clock. So the next weather futurecast shows just a few clouds, mainly in northern sides of the state. And for the thumb, most of our region in southeast Michigan enjoying lots of sun for the next several days. By the end of the week, we'll see a few additional clouds. Also likely the next couple of mornings dealing with some patchy fog, much like we've had to over the past couple of mornings. There are the temperatures for highs today. We go up to 86 in Lapeer, 85 in Ann Arbor, and 81 at Mount Clemens. Early morning temperatures tomorrow in the mid and upper 50s, right at 60 degrees in Detroit. The next 7 days, plenty of 80s in store, mid 80s for today and for tomorrow, as well as Friday. By Saturday, we see a few additional clouds, but rain chances not a big factor. We'll see slight rain chances rolling in at 20% for Sunday and for Monday. And Sandra, those temperatures staying in the 80s through next week. So the warm up is here and it continues.
Looking good. All right, Troy, thank you. That's a look at your headlines. We'll be back later today covering stories that matter to you on air and streaming on the CBS News app and Pluto TV.